So today's class is called the Kriya for the Keep Up Spirit, and I'm gonna level with you. The first time I did this Kriya, I hated it, and it actually wasn't. I've done it several times, and I never really found the magic in it. And then when I was away last weekend, and I had very limited internet service, this is the Kriya. This is the only Kriya that would download on my phone. I have no idea why. So I did it because it was the only access I had to Kundalini when I really needed it. And what I discovered by doing the Kriya is that at some point I decided to really give myself over to the practice, to the breath, and made a real commitment to stay in the body and in the present moment. And when I did that, there was a transformation at the end of the class that I can't quite describe, other than I felt lighter and a little bit more free and really grounded in my own self. So this Kriya requires us to stay. So two things I want you to remember. One is that the best way to stay, even when the mind is saying, I hate this Kriya, I hate her, I don't want to do this anymore, is to come back to the breath and come back to the Sat Nam. So just remember, on any movement, you can inhale, think the word Sat, exhale, think the word Nam, and that helped me immensely stay present within the practice. So it's just Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Truth is my name, or truth is my identity. Second thing to remember is the mind taking us out is a totally normal human thing. So when I did this Kriya after I realized it's magic, of course the mind still wanted to take me out, and I was really hard on myself for that and judging myself for that. So the second thing I would ask you to remember is when the mind takes you somewhere else, that is just simply a very human reaction to asking ourselves to stay present with whatever is. And it happens to everyone, even the best teachers. That's what happens. So to give yourself some compassion and patience when the mind says, I want to leave, come back to the breath and come back to the body. It's not a long Kriya. So just for the next few minutes, I'd really ask you to have faith in the practice and really give yourself over to it if you can. So coming to our mats, I'm just going to put my phone back on Do Not Disturb and assume that everything else for the rest of the class will go as planned. Give it time here. So come to a comfortable seated position. Again, if at any point you cannot hear me well, unmute yourself and just speak up and I will fix it. Take the hands and rub them together, closing the eyes, taking a couple deep breaths to reset from things that didn't meet our expectations, disappointments, fears. And taking the mind to noticing the heat and energy of the palms and fingertips. Remembering that we can, in any moment, start again, changing our own heat and our own energy. And then taking hands to stillness at the center of the chest, closing the eyes. And just slowly checking in with the physical body. Sit bones grounded into earth. Spine nice and long and tall, one vertebrae stacked on top of the other. Chin ever so slightly down and in, elongating the back of the neck. Letting shoulders relax. Face relax. Throat relax. Really gently letting go of the morning and coming into the breath. It's a gentle notice of breath coming into the body. Body will expand and rise. And breath leaving the body. Belly will pull back. Body will slightly deflate. Continuing to focus on a gentle breath. Opening up to the possibility that for the next few minutes we could give ourselves over entirely to the practice and to the breath. Affirming a commitment to stay present in the body and present with the breath. And opening up the class with the Adi Mantra. The Adi Mantra is Om Namo Gurudev Namo. I bow to the teacher within. I bow to the creative knowing within. And say it with me, or just listen and breathe. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And take a deep, big inhale through the nose. Fill the belly up with new prana, new breath. And exhale, hands come to knees. Just starting with some gentle warm-ups. Inhale, head drops forward. Exhale, head circles around back and down. Going at your pace. Ever focusing more on the breath. Bringing breath through the face, down into the belly. And then consciously letting breath go from the belly as belly pulls back to spine. Any head or neck issues, feel free to also just look face left or look face right. And very gently reverse direction, taking it to the opposite side. Letting shoulders relax, fall down the back. Letting face relax, jaw and throat relax. And slowly coming into stillness in the center, working our way down the spine, shoulder shrugs, inhale up, exhale down. My vigorous folks can take this pretty fast. Warm up the shoulders, bring some warmth to the throat chakra, starting to move the heart up and down. And last time, inhale, shrug the shoulders up, and now find Mula Bandha. Mula Bandha is rectum, sex organs, lower belly, in and up, squeeze and hold. And exhale, let everything relax. Deep inhale here. Exhale, slowly open eyes to the room for just a moment, bringing hands on whichever shin is in front, spinal flex. Inhale forward, exhale back. Reminder to keep all the movement in the belly and the heart, letting the head and neck be gentle. Chin stays parallel to the earth. Inhale forward, exhale back. Warming up the spine, warming up the lower back and hips, getting some warmth into the hip joints. And inhale, pull everything forward and up. Hold the breath in, squeeze and lift Mula Bandha. Find your root. Seal off at the base of the body, up. Hold, hold, hold. Exhale, come back to neutral spine. Deep inhale here. Exhale, placing hands right on the knees, starting a Sufi grind. So big circles with the torso. Inhale forward. Exhale, round the spine, scoop the belly. Inhale, arching back. Exhale, pulling everything back. Really roll on the sit bones. Give your belly permission to be free. The only thing noticing the belly is the breath. Deep inhales when you come forward. Pull it all the way down into the belly. Deep exhales as you let belly go. And very slowly reverse direction. Taking this to the opposite side. Again, push the heart through the shoulders on an inhale forward. Exhale, pull the heart and belly back. My vigorous folks, take these last few moments a little bit quicker, bringing some warmth and heat to the body. And slowly come back to center. Pause here in center. Hands right on knees, eyes closed. Come back to a gentle breath. And notice what a little bit of deliberate movement, a little bit of deliberate, directed breath can do for the body. Starting to unleash things that want to go. Waking up something new. And one more deep inhale here. Exhale slowly, blinking eyes open to the room. Stretching left leg out, pulling right heel in as far as you can get it to the groin. Taking left hand, first two fingers and thumb, grabbing that big toenail if it's available. If not, ankle, shin, knee, it does not matter. Grabbing whatever's available, but really flex the foot. I'd rather have you up here holding onto your knee with that foot really flexed, back of the leg actively pushing into the earth. We're going to inhale, take the right arm slightly behind us, so a gentle twist. Open the chest, spread the collarbone wide. Inhale. Exhale, right arm comes over the body, rounding down from the power of the belly. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Go. Again, if it's okay in your body, you can take this pretty quick, keeping that foot powerfully flexed, getting deep into the back of the leg, activating that life nerve, starting to warm everything up and stretch it out. Tons of energetic congestion gets stuck in the backs of the legs. Give yourself breath and movement to start letting it go. Last time here, inhale, open everything up, look behind you, hold the breath in, flex the foot, and exhale, fold everything over that left leg one more time. Hold here, gentle breath. And one more inhale. Exhale, slowly roll up, vertebrae by vertebrae. And switching out the legs, coming to the opposite side. So right leg stretches out, left heel in towards groin. Again, powerfully flex the foot. Doesn't matter how far you can come down. It matters that we're really getting into the backs of the legs, that place where tons of congestion lies. Grabbing with first two finger and thumb, whatever is available, flexing that foot. And inhale, open the left hand up. Exhale, round, go. Again, pushing the back of the leg powerfully into the earth. Bring big breath, gentle twist on an inhale. Exhale, fold from the belly, hinging at the hips. Once we get past the initial tightness in those hamstrings, back of the legs, this can start to feel really good. The more warmth we bring to the backs of the legs, circulating that throughout the body. And last time, inhale, open everything up, hold the breath in, flex the foot. Exhale, round down over the right leg, hold here, a couple gentle breaths. Let everything descend towards earth. And last time, inhale. Exhale, slowly roll up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Coming into a gentle seated position, body a little bit warm, legs a little bit more open, starting the kriya. So first position in this kriya, hands are coming up to about 60 degrees. I'm going to show this to you first. You're going to start here pointing, the hands are facing, palms are facing each other. You're going to point the fingers forward towards your screen and then point them up and then come out with the fingers and then up. So it's forward, up, out, up, forward, up, out, out. This gets really intense, but we have so many energy meridians in the wrist. I know I'm healing from wrist stuff, so take this at your pace. The direction is to go as fast as you can while keeping the integrity of the movement. And again, when you need to take a break with the body, break with the body, keep whatever pattern of breath going, and there's no specified breath, so let your breath self-regulate whatever feels right. Imagine yourself doing the posture. Come back when you're ready. Eyes are closed, arms are up, palms are facing towards each other, and go. Fingers come forward, up, out, up, forward, up, out, up. Again, kriya for the keep up spirit, reminding you to give your mind the Satnam, let it rest in the Satnam. Just mentally saying to yourself, Satnam, Satnam, Satnam. letting things burn where they want to burn. Keeping elbows as straight as you can get them. Spine is nice and tall. Sit bones grounded into earth. There is power in this movement. There is an opportunity for transformation. Seeing if you can stay, keeping up with the breath, staying in the body. Eyes are closed, focused in and up on that third eye. So that space in the center of the forehead, just above the eyebrow point. Stay here, stay. The mind will tell you to run. Challenge ourselves to stay in the body. There is an opportunity in every movement in this Kriya to transform something that wants to be transformed. Seeing if we can stay here. You are more than halfway done. You can bring a powerful breath. Again, pushing yourself to your edge, but with compassion. Drop the judgment. No one ever judged themselves into getting stronger. Stay with a patient breath. Taking breaks when you need. Come back in when the body is ready. We are in the home stretch. If it's available to go a little faster, forward, up, forward, up, out, up. Open up to that. Last 30 seconds here. Keeping up, giving it everything you've got. Again, commit, decide to stay. Taking breaks, totally okay, but stay present in the moment. Stay noticing what's happening in the body. Last 10 seconds. If you came out, come back. Join us for the last few. And inhale, stretch everything up, squeeze and lift, collarbone, lower belly, pelvic floor, in and up, hold. And exhale, float the arms down. Let hands find knees. Come to a gentle breath. Noticing the pulse of the heartbeat. There is a shift in the energetic body. Seeing if you can put your focus right on the heartbeat. Taking comfort that with directed breath and movement, we can shift things within the body. And slowly starting to deepen the breath here. One more deep inhale. Exhale, blinking eyes open to the room. Next posture, staying right where we are. You're going to interlace the fingers so the fingers are pointed towards you, and the thumbs are crossed. So fingers are pointed here. And the motion, I'm just going to show it to you first. It's an inhale, stretching the arms out. Exhale, bringing them back towards the heart. So inhale, exhale. And when you inhale, belly will slightly, it's almost a breath of fire, but not quite. It's not that intense. It's inhale, belly will expand as you push arms out. And the exhale, you pull the belly back towards spine as you pull hands back towards heart center. And the direction is that this is really quick, but again, if you're healing from anything, especially through the chest or arms, take this always at your pace. It looks like this. And the direction is each time you come out, the intention is to get the elbows as straight as you can get them. So we're going to stay in this for a few minutes. Objectively, it's not that long of a period of time, but when you're in it, it can seem long, committing to stay. with the elbows stretched out each time. Again, when you need to rest, rest with hands in lap, imagining yourself doing the pose, come back in when you're ready. Eyes are closed, focused in and up, reminding you of that Satnam, the place to rest your mind. And go. Inhale out, exhale back. Pumping the heart full of new breath. Find a rhythm that works in the body. Continuing here, vigorous breath, vigorous movement. Check in with the jaw and face, let it relax, focusing solely on the breath and the Satnam. With every movement, just imagining Satnam, Satnam, Satnam. Continuing here, keep up. This is the moment where the mind will start wanting to take you out. The mind seeking to protect us, tells us all the things we have to do. Come back to the body. Challenge yourself to stay in the body, stay with the breath, stay with the Satnam. Elbows as straight as you can get them on the inhale. Exhale, pulling them back, hovering over heart center, pumping the heart. New energy, oxygenating the blood, filling the lungs. Keeping eyes closed, focus in and up, stay. Recommit to staying in the body, staying present. Even if you've taken a break, continuing to imagine the body. Inhale, arms stretch out. Exhale, arms pull back. Go. My teacher always says there is an opportunity here. There is an opportunity to come out of this movement different than when you came in. Give yourself over to the movement, over to the breath. Give yourself a chance to reset. Go. Drop the story. Stay with the feeling, whatever that feeling is. Letting go of whatever wants to go. Burning through whatever is ready to leave the body. Pumping new possibility with new prana into the heart. Last 2 minutes, 120 seconds, that's it. Giving yourself an opportunity to move from point A to point B. Giving yourself over to the posture, to the movement, to the breath. Let the mind rest in the Satnam, in the home stretch. Give it everything you've got. Go. Last 60 seconds. Home stretch. Inhale, see if you can recommit to the posture, stretching elbows all the way straight. Exhale, pull the arms back to the heart. Give yourself every opportunity to transform here through this movement. So powerful, right at the heart center. Last 20 seconds here. If you took a break, come back. Last few seconds, give it everything you've got. Full breath, full movement, go. And inhale, stretch arms out, hold the breath in, squeeze and lift Mulabandha in and up. Hold, feel that warmth. You may feel a glowing at the center of the chest or belly. Hold and feel, hold, hold. And exhale, let hands come to knees. Flipping the hands so palms are facing sky. Coming back to easy pose and total stillness. Just being with the body and with the breath. Gratitude for the warmth in the chest and arms. Again, noticing that hum of the energetic body. Slowly starting to deepen the breath. Deep inhales, belly will expand. Exhales, belly will pull back to spine. Really breathe into the warmth of the body. Gratitude for being able to move and breathe. And from wherever you are, empty yourself of breath and then take one more deep inhale. And exhale, slowly coming back to the room. Coming onto our backs for alternating leg lifts. You guys have done this one with me a lot, but really balancing out at the navel. So again, place of digestion, but we're going to alternate balancing out sides of the body. Can help to balance out sides of the brain. So lying all the way down on your backs. Don't start yet. I'll tell you when to start because again, we're here for a little bit. As Super simple. Hands are right next to the body, or any lower back issues, take hands right under sit bones. Stabilizing lower back always. You're inhaling, leg up, exhale lower, and then alternating other side. Inhale up, exhale lower. If that becomes too much, take it with a bent knee. Just make sure the feet find earth each time. So inhale up, exhale lower, inhale up, exhale lower. Let those feet find earth if you're keeping a bent knee. So taking whichever version works for you, eyes are closed, rolled in and up, focused on that third eye. We're moving from the breath and the power of the belly. When you're ready, go. Inhale up, exhale lower. Inhale up, exhale lower. Really adjusting everything through the core self. So good for digestion. Really balancing out where everything mixes right at the navel center, that third chakra. Inhale up, exhale lower. And again, use the breath to bring the legs up and down. And again, when mind wanders, come back to the Sat Nam. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. That mental mantra allowing you to stay with the body and with the breath. Resting when you need to, keeping that powerful breath moving through the body, coming back in when the body says it's time. Inhaling up, exhale lower. Great job. Just last 60 seconds to go. Last minute here. Super strengthening for the core. Balancing out everything in the body. Balancing hemispheres of the brain. Rest when you need, but come back to that reservoir within yourself that knows how strong you are, that knows that you have the capacity to stay with the body, to stay with the feeling. Last 20 seconds. If you came out, maybe join us for the last few powerful breaths here. And inhale both legs up to 90 degrees. Hold the breath in, squeeze and lift pelvic floor in and up. Hold, hold, hold. And exhale, hug those knees into the chest. Deep breaths, and notice the warmth traveling from the chest down into the belly and maybe lower back. And from here, just rock 4 or 5 times. Give the spine a nice, gentle wake up, coming eventually back up to a seated position. So eventually coming up to seated, stretching your legs out in front of you and really flexing your feet. Grabbing big toes if they're available with first 2 fingers and thumb. If not, ankle, shin, knee, doesn't matter. Feet are a little bit apart, not too much, but a little bit, allowing just some space in between the feet. We're just super simple, inhaling up, exhaling down. Now remember, the key here is to get back into that life nerve, the backs of the legs. So keep the feet really flexed, press the backs of the legs into the earth. And even if this is a micro movement for you, if you keep the power in the backs of the legs and keep a really deep breath, the flexibility will come on its own. So grabbing whatever is available, chin comes down and in. That will let the back of the neck be long. Shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. All the movement is in the heart and the belly. So inhaling up, exhaling down, go. My vigorous folks can take this pretty quick if it's okay for the back. My gentle folks stay at your pace, but we are pumping warmth into the lower back. We're pumping warmth into the backs of the legs. Inhale up, exhale down, going with your breath. It should feel really good at some point. All that warmth, again, moving from the heart and belly, now down into the lower back, the upper legs and groin. Inhaling up, exhaling lower. Keeping those feet powerfully flexed, backs of legs pushing into earth. Give your body a chance to release congestion from the backs of the legs. Again, seeing if you can staying with whatever sensations arise in the body, seeing if you can watch whatever thoughts come, not hanging on to them, but seeing if they can also drift, coming back to the internal Sat Nam, inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. You are in the home stretch here. Last 30 seconds. Again, my vigorous folks can take this pretty quick, pumping new energy into the spine. My gentle folks, stay right where you are. Stay with a powerful breath. Last few seconds here. And inhale, lift the heart, squeeze and lift, root lock in, pelvic floor comes in and up, hold. And exhale, let that go, slowly round down. Let everything be soft. Taking a breath here. And on the next exhale, slowly roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Back up to seated. Great job. So next posture is just a simple cat-cow, but the posture after that, we're going to be making some noise. So if you're in an apartment or someone lives below you, it can be nice to put a towel or a blanket or something. You don't have to because it's the middle of the day, but if you have a blanket or anything soft handy, it might be good to just have it near the end of your mat. So coming up into a very quick, it's only about a minute here of cat-cow. So again, hands right under shoulders, fingers spread wide, knees right under hips. Check the angles to the body. You want a lot of right angles to the body. Inhale, belly drops, face and heart pull forward and up. Exhale, rounds the spine up to sky. Continuing here, again, we're pretty warm, so this is pretty quick. If there are no back issues, take this pretty fast with your breath. My gentle folks, stay right at a pace that works for you. Eyes are closed, rolled in and up. Go. Inhale, back arches. Exhale, round. Really make the connection to the belly. Feeling belly drop powerfully on the inhale. Belly curl up towards spine powerfully on the exhale. Connect belly to breath. Should feel super alive in the midsection of the body. There's so much power right behind the belly button. Move from that place. Just a few more seconds here. If you took a rest, come back, try one or two more. And last time, inhale, belly drops, face and heart pull forward and up. Squeeze and lift, move on, hold. And exhale, come back to a neutral spine. So next movement is strange. It calls for dropping the belly and pulling the heart through the shoulders. So your back is still pretty arched. And you're just gonna stomp the tops of the feet. The goal is to kick your sit bones with your heels. That is not available to me. So you'll see I just do a quick sort of galloping motion. If it's available, you can try and kick your sit bones with your heels, but if it doesn't work, don't worry about it. We're only here for a few seconds. Yeah, only here for about a minute. So eyes are closed, rolled in and up, hands spread right underneath the shoulders. Drop the belly first, lift the heart, and then just start to gallop the feet behind you, aiming to hit your sit bones with your heel. Eyes are closed. Feels super weird, but you're at home, so who cares? You're quite literally getting rid of anything else still stuck in the legs, readjusting the lower back. Keep that belly pretty dropped. Keep the back a little bit arched, pulling the heart through the shoulders. Last few times. Deep, powerful breath. And pause the movement. Inhale, drop the belly, pull the heart through the shoulders. Hold. And exhale, take just a gentle child's pose. So sitting back, hips to heels, knees can be open or together, doesn't matter. Let this be gentle. Resting forehead on earth or block. Just let the lower back readjust. Deep breaths. And from here, take one more deep inhale, fire up the arms, spread the fingers wide. And as you exhale, curl the toes under, come up into triangle, your version of downward dog. Just hold here for a second. You can pedal the feet, getting into the backs of the legs. And then taking one deep inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, slowly walk feet up to hands. Pause right here in a forward fold. Long, deep breaths. Take one more deep inhale here. Exhale, take a deep bend in the knees, so deep that the chest rests on the thighs. And then as you inhale, really slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, roll up to standing. Feet should be hip width apart, get a good base. Go as slow as you need to go. We've been down a long time. Slowly rolling up to a standing position. So just giving yourself a moment here in standing. Coming back to the room, opening the eyes for a moment. So from here, I apologize. I think I'm cutting off the top of my head, but you don't need to see my head anyway. Hands are on hips, and we're gonna come to big torso circles. I do these with my eyes closed, but it definitely makes you dizzy. So if you'd rather not be dizzy, keep an eye open or maybe open them every few breaths. We're not staying here long. It's just big torso circles. So you're inhale, bringing the torso, bending at the waist, really hinging at the hips, inhaling forward, exhale, circling around back. It feels awkward. It looks awkward. Don't worry about it. It eventually feels so freeing and good for the spine, you won't care. So picking whichever direction works for you, we will switch direction. I'll call time. Hands are on hips. Eyes are closed if balance is okay. Inhaling forward, exhale back. And again, for my folks whose spine feels okay, this calls for a big, powerful movement. Again, my gentle folks, trust your body first and foremost. But we're really just moving the spine around in directions it's not used to going. And it's awkward, but with breath, it's also really freeing. Deep inhale, relax the face, check in with the jaw. Again, see if you can stay with the body and breath. Letting whatever feelings or thoughts come up, letting them go. Last few seconds here. And then slowly come to stillness. If you had your eyes closed, maybe blink them open, just getting your bearings. Don't want anybody to fall over. And then we're taking this the opposite direction. So closing the eyes and go, taking whichever direction. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. So interesting that the second direction may feel completely different in the body. Just noticing that. Again, stay with the feeling. Last few seconds here. And very slowly come to center and let the arms drop so hands are just resting. Excuse me, come to a gentle breath. Try closing the eyes and finding the heartbeat. Noticing that healthy warmth throughout the body. And then in the home stretch of this Kriya, take a deep inhale. Exhale, slowly blinking eyes open to the room. Coming into modified toe touch. So feet stay about hip width apart. Feel like a good base, sometimes a little bit wider is nice to stabilize you. Toes are pointed forward, kneecaps always follow toes forward. You're just inhaling, stretching arms up. Exhale, down. It calls for the palms of the hands to meet the earth. If that is not available, don't worry about it. Come down as far as you can go. It also calls for a powerful movement, inhaling up, exhaling down. If that is not available, again, trust your body and your breath first. When you're ready, it's just a minute here. Inhaling up, exhaling down, go. My vigorous folks can take this as fast as feels right with the breath. Inhaling up, exhaling down, hinging at the hips, using the core power to lift you up and pull you down. Getting in again to the backs of the legs and spine, circulating that warmth that we built while we were seated throughout the whole body. If there's any back issues or lower back pain, again, go at your pace. It can help to keep a bend in the knees. So if lower back or hamstrings are tight, take a bend in the knees. Again, hinge at the hips, move from the power of the belly. Last time, inhale, stretch up and hold. And exhale, let hands come to sides. Deep inhale here. Exhale, blinking eyes open to the room. Same thing, except we're going to come with our feet really far apart. So it calls for as far apart as possible, but you should feel really grounded through the feet and strong through the legs. So take whatever works for you. Again, just make sure the kneecaps and the toes are pointed in the same direction. So I have my toes forward, kneecaps follow. Same exact thing. Don't lock out the knees. They can be bent if you have any lower back stuff going on, or even for my straight leg folks, make sure you're not locking them out. Let them be straight but easy. Inhaling up, exhaling down, go. Again, moving at your pace, let go of judgment, rest in the warmth that we're moving and breathing at all. That there is space for the body to expand. Should feel so good, a little challenging for the legs, but really good in terms of circulating that energy. You might feel a tingling, a warmth. And again, fatigue at the backs of the legs is good. It means it's releasing that energetic congestion, coming back to a place of neutrality. Inhale up, hold the breath in. Hold, squeeze, and lift pelvic floor in and up. And exhale, let arms come down. One deep inhale here. Exhale, slowly open eyes to the room. last semi-challenging movement in this Kriya calls for feet to come together. This is challenging for balance. It's funny, you have to focus even more on the breath and more on the body to stay upright. So again, don't lock out the knees. You can keep a bend in them if the lower back feels too tight. Same exact thing, inhaling up, exhaling down. When you're ready, eyes are closed if that is okay. You can also leave them open. Go inhaling up, exhaling down. Again, there is an opportunity here in these last few dynamic movements to really transform what exists within the body energetically. Give yourself room to be wobbly. Again, there is strength in the wobble. Noticing that coming back to a deep breath, back to noticing the power at the belly can stabilize you out. Focusing on that Sat Nam, inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. Really freeing the body here. Last 30 seconds, last challenging movement in this Kriya. I know the legs are tired, seeing if you can stay with the body anyway. Stay with a powerful breath. And inhale, stretch the arms up, hold the breath in, lift, root lock in and up, hold. And exhale, let hands come down. You can take the feet back to hip width apart. It's really stable. Just breathing here, noticing the pulse of the body. And deep inhale here. Exhale, slowly blink eyes open to the room. You're gonna stay standing. I'm just gonna come down on my knees so you can see my arms. So you're staying standing, feet are hip width apart. This is just 30 seconds here. We're gonna inhale, arms come up. Exhale, bring hands to shoulders. So fingers are in front of the shoulders, thumbs are behind, and it's quick and powerful. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Eyes are closed, focused in and up, go. As fast as you can, hands return to shoulders each time. Again, just releasing from the upper parts of the body any last remnants of what wants to go with the breath. Last second here, powerful breath, powerful movement. And inhale, stretch the arms up, hold the breath in, squeeze and lift, pelvic floor in and up, hold. And exhale, float the arms down. And resting in the warmth of the body, resting with the pulse of the heartbeat. And take a deep inhale here. Exhale, blink eyes open to the room. And very carefully, last movement before we take a very short rest. Come back into easy posed, comfortable seated position. It doesn't matter how the legs are. We're just taking really gentle head rolls. Now, the direction says to move pretty fast. I cannot move my head fast without having some discomfort in my neck. So go at your pace. If your neck is really flexible, you can go pretty fast circles. But otherwise, always take care of head and neck first. Pick a direction. It doesn't matter. Just a few seconds to each side. And just starting big head folds. Let the breath self-regulate. Going at a pace that works for you. Last movement in this Kriya. And slowly come to stillness there. And then taking it to the opposite direction. Again, go at your pace. And slowly coming to stillness. Taking a final moment to notice that hum of the body. And taking an inhale here. Exhale. Slowly start to lower yourself down onto your mat. Just a few brief moments of rest. Taking whatever you need to be comfortable. Once you get onto your backs, at first you will really notice the pulse of the body, which I think is super cool. Letting legs fall however they fall, arms fall however they fall. Letting the breath regulate whatever way it needs to. Closing the eyes. Resting again in the warmth of the body. Noticing that it takes great courage to come to your mat, especially now. It takes great courage to stay with the body and stay with the breath. It takes great courage to be taken out and remember to come back. So really honoring yourself for coming back, for activating the breath, for changing the rhythm of the heartbeat. Remembering this possibility exists always within us. Taking a last deliberate breath here. Deep inhale, fill up the body. Open mouth, sigh it out. very slowly and gently start to deepen the breath. Bringing breath into the nose and face. Exhaling. Chest and belly collapse. Really slowly with breath, starting to wiggle fingers, wiggling toes. And then starting to circle wrists and circling ankles. Making sure to go in both directions. And then when you're ready, taking a full body stretch, inhaling arms overhead, feet in the opposite direction. And as you exhale, hug right knee into chest, give it a squeeze. Hold here, right knee held in, inhale. As you exhale, really gently cross right knee over the body for a gentle twist. You can open up right hand, the opposite side, maybe look face towards right hand. Let this be really gentle and passive. Softening tissue, muscle, and bone on the exhale. When you're ready, on the next inhale, come back through center. Be sure to hug that right knee in one more time. And as you exhale, switching out the legs, stretching right leg along floor, hugging left knee into the body. Hold here, inhale. And exhale, crossing left knee over body, gentle twist. Maybe opening up left arm, maybe looking face towards left hand. And give yourself the gift of really relaxing on the exhale. Let everything soften. And inhale, come back through center, hug that left knee in one more time. And now as you exhale, hug both knees into the chest. And just hold here for a few breaths. You can open up the knees if that feels good, or rock from side to side. And then taking hands and rubbing them together, taking the bottoms of feet and rubbing those together. Wake up all those nerve endings. And when you're ready, hugging knees into chest one more time. And then really gently rocking forward and back 2 or 3 times. Coming up to a gentle seated position. Great job, you guys. So we're going to do a meditation, very short. The full time for this meditation is 31 minutes. We're just going to do 3 minutes to give you a sense of what's required and what it feels like. It's called the magic mantra meditation. And most Kundalini meditations, you can do them however you want them. I mean, there's specific mudras, hand positions, and there's specific breath, but really, if you don't do them right, it doesn't matter. This mantra is very specific, and it calls for a lot of reverence because the mantra itself is quite powerful, and the sounds are quite powerful. So I'm going to show you the hand position and speak the mantra. And then later I will post on my Instagram. There are a number of renditions of songs that I love that have this mantra in them. One is by Jai Jagdish, which is amazing. But actually, this specific meditation calls for just chanting in a monotone, not singing, just saying the words. So the mudra is you're cupping the hands with the mercury fingers, almost glued together if you can, and the hands are in sort of a cupped position. Elbows and shoulders are relaxed, elbows right by the side of the body. The thumbs are not touching the hands, so the thumbs are out a little bit. So you can see this is the hand mudra, and it's coming right in front of the center of the heart. The direction is to take the chin down and in slightly, so the gaze is right in the center of the palms. We're closing the eyes, but really interesting that even with the eyes closed, the intention is to sort of see through the eyelids right into the center of the palms. So the mantra is, I'm just going to say it a couple times, and then I will say it for you. And like I said, we're just going to do a couple minutes to give you a sense of the meditation. The words are Ekonkar, Satgur Prasad, Satgur Prasad, Ekonkar. Ekonkar, Satgur Prasad, Satgur Prasad, Ekonkar. Again, I'll say it for you. You don't have to remember anything. And I'll post later. My Instagram is at DC Kundalini. So I'll post the mantra and some versions of it that I really like. Before we come into the mudra, though, we're going to take our hands in prayer position because this meditation is said in the Kundalini tradition to be very powerful. It's good to sort of say the Kundalini chant for protection before we do it. And again, bringing a sense of reverence to this meditation. So if you know the chant for protection, you can chant it with me. If not, just rely on me to carry you through. So take the hands in prayer position, closing the eyes. I'm just going to chant it 3 times. At Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Sri Gurudev Name. At Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Sri Gurudev Name. At Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Sri Gurudev Name. And take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, opening the hands, coming into that mudra. Again, the pinky fingers are glued together as best as you can, thumbs away from the fingers. Chin is coming down and in slightly. Eyes are closed, imagining you can look through the eyelids right in to the center of the palms. The breath is whatever feels right to you. Ekonkar, Satgur Prasad, Satgur Prasad, Ekonkar. 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 Ekonkar, Satgur Prasad, Satgur Prasad, Egomkar, Egomkar, 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 Satgur Prasad, Satgur Prasad, Egomkar. And let that be the last one. Take a deep inhale. Hold the breath in. And as you exhale, close the palms, coming back into prayer position. Hands right at the center of the chest, thumbs touching the sternum. Come back to your gentle breath. Come back to an awareness of your own strength. With eyes closed and a gentle breath. With gratitude for this breath, this commitment to staying in the practice. Closing down the class with a longtime sun. The first time, let it be for yourself. Really wrap yourself in it. Reminding yourself that it is an uncommon and brave act to come back to yourself and stay. There is transformation in that. There's power in the ability to stay. Really honor yourself for that. The second time, let it be a wish for someone you love, giving them perhaps the strength to stay when it's hard. And the third, send it out into our very, very beautiful and very broken world. Holding the intention of giving someone out there who really needs it the power to stay and breathe and find hope. First for yourself, May the long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Send this so powerfully to someone you love, holding them in your mind's eye. May the long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. And with a powerful intention of sending it out into the world. May the long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Closing our class with one long sat, short nam. Trusting our own identity is our truth, and remembering that the light in me always honors the light in you. Taking an inhale to prepare. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Light to all, love to all, peace to all. Sat Nam, you guys. Thank you so